smells so much like summer out here. And it's just, oh, I love the smell. The fog is just right over that way, and warm air is coming in from that way. They're calling it one of the driest years California's ever seen. Well, what can I say? It wasn't as if we didn't give enough warning about the weather and enough reason to change your ways of thinking, huh? So, the US EPA proposes a new ban on HFC 23s. This is the most potent greenhouse gas among hydrofluorocarbons. So, here in the US there's one company that pollutes the most, has the most emissions of this chemical. The EPA is asking them to cease and desist pumping out this greenhouse gas. So the company pledged in March to eliminate 99% of its HFC-23s. Well, if they can do it now, how come they didn't do it a long time ago when they could have saved all that terrible, terrible greenhouse gas from going anywhere in the atmosphere if they had the technology? If people want to know why there's so much government oversight, it's exactly this reason. The problem is that the HFC 23s are thousands of times more potent of a greenhouse gas than CO2. And unfortunately, these gases last in the atmosphere for over 100 years. So who are the biggest emitters of this gas? It's East Asia and China. Of course it's East Asia and China. You know why? Because the US and other suppressor countries have said that they'll easily match and reduce their greenhouse gases because they shipped all that dirty industry over to Asia and China and India and other Asian countries where the labor is so much cheaper and the rules are so less enforced. It's not that they don't have the rules in place, they do. It's just that nobody enforces it because of the payoff. Here in the US, this is the first time we've seen the EPA actually do something correct. But the real culprits are the US and other wealthy nations who export dirty industry to other nations. You know, and then it makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside because they're not polluting as bad as these horrible Asian countries. Yet we're just fine with buying all this Asian, Chinese-made stuff that comes into our country, even though it's part of the greenhouse gas and global climate change problem. So where do you buy stuff that's affordable? Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Nothing of any quality is affordable. If something has quality to it, it's expensive, but it will outlast the cheap stuff about 10 to 1. So you may end up having to buy the cheap item 10 times to every one of the good ones, the good quality ones, such as cameras. Since I go through cameras, I always get the very best I can get, and they just last and last, such as this one here. This is made by Canon, and it just goes. No matter what you do to it, they just keep running because they have something called quality. And boy, if we can't get enough of that. Quality does not pollute the planet anywhere near as bad as cheap stuff does. So buying cheap junk from a different country where all the shipping is involved, not a good idea either. Look at all the fossil fuels used to bring those items over to other countries, when each country kind of needs their own industry, and their own people keep the industries clean, not emitting bad chemicals and all. So it's been a very busy week, very good. I had a bad tooth down in here. Thought they were going to have to root canal it. Took them about 20 minutes to fix it, and now it's all back to normal. See, good things do happen once in a while, huh? I appreciate all the ups, the downs, the new subscribers, and definitely the comments.